Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Wednesday, April the 2nd, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we get some good ones here. Now, I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out with different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas out there for your brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips are greatly appreciated. If you are wondering why I have a little bit more score gun than you take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 50% boost. Of course, 25 of that I claim right off the current Season 20 Season Pass on 3 pages. A 5%, 10%, additional 10%, equaling 25%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member, or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, the other 25% was a score booster drink I took yesterday, because how we had our daily weekly challenges, and I do back-to-back videos. Of course, we can only use one score booster drink per day, and that gives us the extra 25%, equaling 50%, which is pretty awesome. Alright, and talking about that, actually, tomorrow, Thursday, will be the start of double score weekend, so it'll be even better. I did reroll a challenge. It was complete a daily ops, I think, while on a team, and I got this one here instead. Complete an event in the Ash Heap Region 1, and it just happened to be an epic one. Now, when you do reroll a daily or weekly challenge, you do have a possibility to get an epic one. Of course, it is totally random. I recommend doing the epic ones because, as you can see, they do give us a lot more score. Alright, let's go ahead and track that bad boy. Alright, let's take a look at this one here first. Build turrets or traps in a workshop or camp 3. Again, you can go ahead and claim any workshop on the map. Anyone will do, the one closest to you, your favorite one, whatever you want to do. And then once when you claim it, you can go ahead and you build your turrets or traps. Or you can just build it in your camp, and that's what we're going to do here. We're actually going to go outside to do this because I don't want to accidentally scrap my prefab by accident, which has happened in the past. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to go to our build menu here. There we go. We're going to go down here to turrets and traps. Of course, turrets will cost you a little bit more valuable resources that you may or may not have. But if you have these punji boards, you actually learn these very early on in game. They go for fairly cheap in other players' vendors if you can get your hands on them. It doesn't matter what size, they all cost the same to build. So let's go ahead. We're going to build some of these traps here. I like to have a player-friendly camp, so I don't plan on keeping them, so I just usually scrap them. When you do scrap, you do get a little bit of it back, but if you choose to keep them, then that's fine too. Alright, let's see what's next here. Craft any chems too. Okay, good stuff. So this time here, we actually have to craft. We don't get it confused with collect. So we're going to need a chemistry workbench for this. If you don't have a chemistry workbench, you can get yourself one very early on in game. Basically, as soon as you leave the vault, you make your way down here to Flatwoods. You go right to the tavern. There's a couple of kiosks there. And the very first 2 quests you probably do in game, it's all about becoming a responder. As soon as you're done those 2 early on quests, get yourself a free chemistry workbench. I'd actually showed that with my low-level character there this past summer in 2024. You can check those videos out if you so wish. Another good spot is up here in Morgantown Station, actually. There's actually a chemistry workbench inside, but I find 8 times out of 10, every time we go there, there's an actual plan right on the floor next to the chemistry workbench that's in that station there. So you can always try that as well. Alright, let's go to our chemistry station here. Now, most of us will carry chems of some sort of degree on us. Let's go to healing here. But the vast majority of us, whether you're a ghoul or a non-ghoul, will have like Radaway or stim packs on you, okay? And as you can see, we can craft these diluted versions, alright? So let's take this Radaway diluted times 2, for example. 2 purified water and 1 Radaway, similar to the stim pack. 2 purified water, 1 stim pack. Now we can't craft Rad X, but if you have Rad X, you can craft the diluted times 2 version, and same kind of deal. Now, if you are looking to craft and let it go a little further, there's a couple perk cards that will help us out here. One is under intelligence. It is called Chemist. You get double the quantity when you craft chems, and that one there is definitely going to help us. And of course, under luck, we do have the super duper perk card anytime we try to craft anything. And even if you don't have a level, level 3, sorry, all you have is a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you. But this level 3 here, when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance to get double results. So let's go ahead and apply that bad boy. Let's head back to our chemistry station here. And if we go back under healing, so as you can see, instead of diluted times 2, it's diluted times 4. And that is what the Chemist perk card does. And one thing great about it is when you look at the requirements, it's the same amount of requirements as you would need when you're just crafting 2. And that is the Chemist perk card. So let's go ahead. We're going to craft some right away diluted times 4. Of course, we're just going to do 1 here. There we go. So we actually got 6. So we get the 4. We get extra 2 from the super duper perk card. So that is pretty awesome. Just a suggestion. Just don't forget to put your perk cards back. Sometimes I have a little problem with that myself. I don't even know if putting these perk cards back on even matters anymore being a ghoul, but I don't know. Just keep putting them on, I guess. Alright, so there you guys go. Let's see what's next here. Craft or scrap a melee weapon 5. So we can find melee weapons all around the wasteland. Usually down through Flatwoods, actually, there's some melee weapons that are just kind of laying around. I find the Scorched up here at the Morgantown Airport. They're actually pretty good for having melee weapons on them, especially if you call in the event called Collision Course. You'll get even more melee weapons there as well. I find down here in Newgad quite a few super mutants down here, and I would say at least a quarter of them will be carrying melee weapons on them as well, especially the guys over here at Wade Airport. So just to give you guys a couple of suggestions, but for this particular one, I usually recommend just crafting them and scrapping them yourself, just to kind of save yourself a little time. If you have a little bit more time, you can go after those enemies, but you have to remember, if you are a returning player, since the update that we had on December 3rd, 2024, the drop rate for weapons in general and armor has significantly been reduced. So just going to keep that in mind, okay? So we just go to an armor workbench here. We're going to go craft. And if we go blunt melee weapon, because of course it's got to be a melee weapon, these boards here, as you can see, 1 leather, 5 wood for a level 1, okay? You can craft these right out of the vault. These are like a default plan, and they're very easy, and leather and wood we can find pretty easily right through Flatwood, so everyone should be able to craft a bunch of these. Let's go ahead. We're going to craft 3 of them. And now we are going to scrap them. Just like that, done. And again, if you have a little bit more time, you can go after some Scorched or even some super mutants or even mole miners and get some melee weapons that way and get some good experience, whatever you want to do, whatever you have time for, basically. All right, let's see what is next here, Jimmy. Consume an alcoholic beverage 5. Okay, so a couple of different ways we can get alcoholic beverages here in game. One way is you can craft it by yourself. You all need a brewing station. You have to have a fermenter, but a brewing station for sure. And if you don't have either one, and if you're very new to the game, all you have to do is you complete the side quest called Wasted on Nukashine. Now, I have completed that side quest with my low-level character. It's a little glitchy to do, but you can check out that video if you have any issues. It's all timestamped. But you begin that down here at Big Al's Tattoo Parlor here in Morgantown. And right out back, by the back door, there's a poster on the wall. You interact with that poster, and that will start the side quest called Wasted on Nukashine. And once when you are done that little side quest, you will learn both the brewing station and the fermenter automatically. And what I mean by that is most events that we do, we get a plan, okay? Just like a vendor, for example, when we buy plans from other players' vendors, we have to go under our Pip-Boy and learn the plan. But in this case, you actually learn these automatically, so they're not a plan you have to learn. You just learn them automatically by completing that side quest. So just an FYI. So if we go to our brewing station here, just to kind of show you, give you an example. So these beers, fermentable beer, you can go ahead, you can craft fermentable beer, very easy one, 2 boiled water, 1 corn, 2 razor grain, and 2 wood. Very, very easy to do. Corn or razor grain most people will have in their camp. But in general, one of the best spots, right up here, Cobbleton Farm. Corn down here at Silva Homestead, razor grain at Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor under that overpass is that Red Barn, some corn and razor grain down there as well. So just an FYI, you can craft it yourself and then you can consume them even though they're in the fermentable phase. That's fine as well. Another thing is we actually have a camp resource we get a couple of seasons ago. It's this brewing vat, and as you can see, it will passively collect fermentable alcoholic beverages. And I actually made a little video on this. You can check that out. I haven't seen it in the Atomic Shop since, but you never know these days. But this is a nice one to have. But again, it's just a fermentable version, but that is fine. So let's go ahead. We're going to take this fermentable beer here, so that's good. All right, now we can find alcoholic beverages in many great spots in around the wasteland. I find down here at Killbox, if you head inside, right on the main floor, at the bottom floor, there's a dining room. There's usually several alcoholic beverages in there. But to be truthful, one of the best spots is here in the Wayward. If you come down here to the White Springs Mall, actually, I believe the Raiders vendor is probably the best. I find the Raiders vendor will sell the most alcoholic beverages, like maybe like 30 wine or bourbon or something like that. And you can always try that. You can always buy it at the end of the day if you're kind of short on time and then just kind of go ahead and drink them. But let's head up here to the Wayward and I'll show you up here. Try to give you guys as many options as possible, because we're all at different stages here in the game. Let's head right inside the Wayward. Oh, that's right, we can't go inside there because we need a anyway. Oh, I keep forgetting about that because I'm a ghoul. It's so funny too because there's a ghoul right inside that building. Anyway, you guys have seen me do it a couple times. There's 3 right on the main floor, and there's 3 upstairs. It's like a bourbon, a vodka, and a rum. Okay. There's 3 on a table downstairs, and the exact 3 setup is upstairs, and they are 100% guaranteed spot. Now, if you come here and they are not here and you're on a public server with other people, chances are that someone could have drinking them already, all right? So you may have the server hop, but this is a really good spot. I brought you guys here many times, all right? So that's a little unfortunate. I keep forgetting about the whole ghoul thing there. Yeah, right on. All right, let's go to White Springs. We'll go to White Springs Mall. So we can use the north entrance, brings us right down to the mall. We can use a front door entrance. It's just additional loading screen to get down to the mall, but we might as well just use the north one. Let's go right down to the mall here. Just to kind of give you guys an idea, you can buy them here. But I have enough alcoholic beverages on me, I can just do it, but I'd rather just give you guys options and show you what to do. So the Raiders vendor is right down here. Let's go trade. Let's go down, food and drink. So he's got only 1 oak collar lager and an opossum on him here. Okay, so that's kind of weird. Sometimes he usually has a little bit more than that. But let's see what the Free States guy got.
To the White Springs Spa. Please take any of the spa suites in the back. Someone should.
All right, so he does have some of the stuff here, some moonshine. Yeah, that's what I suggest, is kind of go around to the different vendors, because I think it's changed, just like the bulk goods. Sometimes it depends on who you talk to. I find it really depends on the server that you're on sometimes, but... God, these guys are crazy here today, aren't they?
Welcome to
These guys got no food and drink on them. Let's try over here with these cats.
Welcome to Le Grand.
These guys, I think he's just got plans on them or recipes.
Another one.
Demonstration.
This is Le Grand Gourmet.
Yeah, he just got food.
Palate.
Anywho,
I imagine you are
you can try those guys and see how it works out for you. But usually the Raiders guy, that's a little bit of a disappointment there. But there'll be enough guys down here you can check, because I know Frederick won't have any. He's a non-alcoholic beverage kind of robot, you know what I mean? Anywho, let's go ahead. We're going to drink out. Let's start off with the fermentable beer, just to kind of show you how the fermentable version, whether you craft it yourself or if you have a brewing vat. So you see how that works. And the only thing is, it does give you a lot of rads, but if you're a ghoul, then that's fine, as you can see there. But I do have other types of alcoholic beverages here, so let's go ahead and drink some of them, because I think we have quite a bit on me. Look at all those beers. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good times. Let's see what's next. Yeah, whatever, Jim. Whatever, buds. Kill a canine fire. So many great spots we can find canines in around the wasteland. Different types of canines we can go after. So we have mongrels up here at Aaronhold Homestead. Actually, mutant hounds are also considered canines. There's a couple here in around Grafton. There's one here in Grafton Dam. 6 to 12 here in Grafton Steel. Okay. If you come down here in Flatwoods, actually, the Green Country Lodge, you turn right around, and right about here is a little car there, and usually 3 mongrels that are sitting right there. It's a pretty good spot. Right over here, Autumn Acre Cabins, there are 6 wolves here. Big Fred's Barbecue Shack, there's a bunch of foxes here. I'd say at least 4 of them. What else we got here, Jim? Those are the ones that really come to mind kind of right off the hop. Again, you know, we will find the odd glowing mongrel in around here. I find sometimes up here at Makeout Point, there are some wolves or mongrels up in this location here. And even down the road when you're going towards Thunder Mountain Substation. So that's a pretty good spot there, so you can try that. A bunch of mutant hounds here at West Tech Research, inside and outside. And maybe 2 here in Huntersville. So many great spots there for you. And actually, now that I think of it, just north of Grafton, there's like a little point that are up there, like a little outlook area. And it's not really marked on the map, but there's usually wolves up here as well. You can always try that. So let's go after some mongrels here at Aaronhold Homestead, and we'll try that out. Now, there should be 6 of them here, so we should have no problem. These guys are pretty squishy. And of course, actually, if you're lucky enough to get on a server, there'll be an event that pops up here around Tyler County Fairgrounds. It's called Leader of the Pack. There are 3 packs of wolves, which is pretty awesome. And at the end of that event, actually, there'll be a wolf pack horde, which usually occurs in around this area right here, immediately after Leader of the Pack. So that's another thing you can do too. There we go. And then there's a leader of their little pack here. He's usually sleeping up here. As you can see, he's right there. Yeah, pretty good, nice little spot here. Nice and easy, actually, nice and squishy. Let's see what's next. Let's go at Kill Blood Eagle 10. So many great spots we can find Blood Eagles in around the wasteland. We're looking for this particular icon here in general. So nice squishy guys here in the forest. We have the crosshair where I'm at right now. Twin Pine Cabins. Hunter's Ridge. We have Blood Eagle Alley, I like to call it. Starts down here at the Sludge Works, Northern's Labor Camp, Widow's Perch, the Kill Box. The Pigsty, Cliff Watch, South Cutthroat Camp, works its way up to Seneca Game Camp. Bloody Franks, we have Dagger's Den, Crimson Prospect, the Bounty. So many great options for Blood Eagles, okay? Let's pop up here to the crosshair. We haven't been up here in a little while, so let's go ahead. And again, nothing real special. You can use any weapon at all. You have a couple grenades on you. That'll always work as well. where did that guy come from? He just kind of spawned there. It's kind of weird. Huh. Okay. Ouch. There's old Rover there. See you there, Rover. Where's your little buddy at there, huh? Is he hiding over on the other side of that rock? Let's grab some stuff there. There we go. You're in caution. Oh, there's his little buddy. Oh, there's a wedge over there. Do a little hop there, bud. As you can see, they had a machete on them. They're machete. And let's take a look at that real quick. So machete. That's all. Okay, there's a bunch of other weapons there. Okay, so we had one melee weapon from that guy. Let's go inside the Little Rob's hideout. Now, inside here, there's going to be 2 glowing mole miners, and they'll start to fight the blood eagles that are inside here. So I recommend taking care of them first. And you can do that coming right down here. There we go. Guy's flanking me. There's our blood eagles. Yeah, nice little spot down here. Usually there's some good chems around here too, so the blood eagles, but don't really see any. It's kind of laying around. I don't know what this other person is. Oh wow, look at that. Super mutant scrap. A lot of junk in here, huh? Interesting. Alright. Ouch. Guess she did find me, didn't she? Alright, good stuff. That was a lot of fun. Let's see what's next. We got one more. The separate one. Complete an event in the Ash Heap Region 1. Alright. So the Ash Heap is right down here. Right by this little border. So it's bordered line by the forest for the most part. Okay. And it's got to be an event down here. Now, if you take a look at the description, there is a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. There are a couple events that we can do in game that we can spawn in ourselves. And there is one we can spawn in ourselves right here at Mount Blair Train Yard. It is called BattleBot. Right, you can check out that video. It's all time-stamped. But again, we can't spawn in all events in game, but that's just one of them that we can. This one here is Enclave event, so that's pretty cool. So let's try to spawn in BattleBot here at Mount Blair Train Yard. We'll go over here. Nice, so there we go.
Unauthorized presence detected near Mount Blair Train Yard. Rioting will not be tolerated. All right manning
Oh, wow. Power attack. He's running for the hills now. Oh, don't you dare. Alright. So when you destroy him, you come over and grab this guy. Get him in the old thruster there. And make sure you take the bunker cards there, okay? And once when he explodes, make sure you take the junk off of this guy. All kinds of good stuff there. And there'll be one more Mr. Gutsy. Right up here. Get him in the thruster. Make sure you take that bunker card. There we go. Now it's a little bit of a glitch. So these doors are supposed to be closed. And they're not supposed to swing open until you activate the keypads. But we still have to kind of go through the paces. Because as you can see, pushing that button, nothing's working, okay? So once when you get those bunker cards, and it's going to take a few times to get this down, but I suggest a couple things. Just walk, don't run, because it's time sensitive, okay? Just walk, don't run, and don't watch the card slide down. You don't have to do that. So basically you just activate, walk to the other side here, and as you get here, you just kind of spam it the best you can. And after you do it a couple times, you'll get it there. And once when you do it, it becomes really easy. And there's a lot of good stuff actually inside this room, just in general. Right, so there we go. Completely been the Ash Heap region. It's that easy. Super easy. It's always good to check this cabinet here. It's like a little stash box. There's a bunch of rounds in here. Usually some chems. Usually a couple of great weapons. There you guys go. This stuff here is good for circuitry. It has a bunch of duct tape in here for adhesive. Yeah, it's a good time. Okay, and I think we're done. We are just like that. Awesome possum. Let's head back to the camp here, and we'll take a look at weapon of the day. All right, weapon of the day here, Jimmy. Not that. Gorman suppressed submachine gun, Tommy gun. Damage increases up to plus 24% as you fill your hunger and thirst meters. Currently plus 24%. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 100% faster movement speed while aiming, plus 60% armor penetration. It's a Gorman's explosive nimble. Armor piercing receiver, short, light barrel, recoil compensating stock, quick eject drum, medium quick eject drum, reflex sight dot suppressor, and I get no pain for this bad boy, unfortunately. 46 damage, takes 45 ammo, it's fully automatic. It's a nice little weapon. It does love the ammo though, it loves it. Just as much as my my car loves the gas. Loves it. Just simple perk cards here. The commando build. Perception, Master Commando, Commando, Expert Commando, all maxed out. We have Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Arms of Steel, Arms Keeper, Bandolier, Fireproof, Chem Diet, because I'm a ghoul, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline, these random luck cards which randomly pop in when they're being activated. And these legendary perk cards, I've had these for quite some time. I'm very happy with them. And as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, just like that. Nice. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you get the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew Angel Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ben Durant, John DJ59, Picquerist, Benny Bunny, Gwen Trutnau, thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.